Before we get started today, I just want to share a story with you of how we got this home sold and a huge shout out to our clients in West Whittier. They couldn't be happier with the outcome. Now, originally they were working with another agent. They had met with that agent and he recommended that they put another 25,000 into the home so that they could get so that they could sell it for 50 to 75,000 above asking price. My sellers were like, "Huh?" Now, my friend actually works with the sellers, and when she found out that they were dissatisfied with their current agent, my friend immediately recommended me to her, and she told me, "Charlie, ayúdalos y cuídalos." I said, "Absolutely. I will," as if they were family. Now, when I spoke with the sellers, I got a sense that there was a high level of mistrust in their current agent. They weren't having it. They didn't trust them and they wanted other options. So we met on a warm summer day here in this house that you see before you. We sat, we listened, we gave feedback, and we didn't see anything wrong with the house. Yeah, of course, it needed some paint, some light fixtures needed to be replaced, and some scuffs were present, but we didn't need to see a complete remodel of the house in order to sell it. We were honest and recommended a price based on the market data, and our sellers trusted us from the get-go, and we signed the paperwork and got to work right away. The following week, we hosted our first open house and we worked our magic. We found the buyers for that home that day and we got our sellers 25,000 more for their home. I remember the buyers saying, "Don't forget about us." We closed on that home a couple of weeks later and no, it wasn't easy, but we managed to close successfully and the buyers were very grateful. To this day, they're super grateful. Really nice people. Congratulations to them. Now, here's a tip for sellers. Pricing is everything. You don't want to overprice your home. And here's another tip for sellers. When it comes to the solar companies, they don't care about your timeline to close. They have their own timeline. They have their own timelines. Some solar companies are easy to deal with, while others will delay the close of your escrow. And the sooner you get on top of solar, the better for both your clients and the buyers. So, once again, thank you to the buyers for their patience and to the sellers. They were amazing people to work with. They understood. We walked them through the entire process and they couldn't be happier with the sale of their home. Now, if you've considered moving, make sure to click the link at the top of this video's description to get a hassle-free estimate of what your home could be worth. It's really easy, it's free, and it takes less than 30 seconds. Now, here's why buying a home makes sense in 2025. Now, these figures are based on accurate numbers. The year 2020, a young couple, let's call them Alex and Jasmine, decide to start a family. So they set their sights on Whittier, California. Great area, by the way, and one of my areas of focus and specialty. They go through the process of getting pre-qualified. Then they meet with a realtor who walks them through the home buying process. They decide to work together. Now, they start looking at homes and the fun begins. Finally, After a couple of weeks, they decide to buy a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in Uptown Whittier. They buy the home for $420,000 at a 3% interest rate back in 2020. Monthly mortgage payments amount to $3,000. That's with taxes and insurance included. So $3,000 a month, 3% interest. They buy a home for $420,000 in Uptown Whittier. Now, fast forward 5 years to 2025, Alex and Jasmine, they decide that they want to extend their family. The 2-bedroom is just too small now. Now, 5 years go by. Their home is not worth the same amount they bought it for. Due to natural and improved appreciation, their home is now worth $750,000. How much are they going to walk away with? Let's do the numbers. Now, Alex and Jasmine have been making monthly payments of $3,000 per month for 5 years or 60 months. That amounts to $180,000 in total. Now, since they have been paying down their mortgage, they now only owe about $310,000 on their house. Now, let's say now they put their home on the market, and a couple of weeks later, they close and sell the home for $750,000. Now, quick math, $750,000 minus $310,000 equals $440,000. Let's say with fees and escrow costs at $40,000, and they put a total of $50,000 in updates and renovations during their 5-year stay in the 2-bedroom home in Uptown. $440,000 minus $90,000 equals $350,000 that they walk away with. And now they have options. They can use a large chunk of that money to put down on a newer and bigger house in a nicer neighborhood. They can use some of that money to put a down payment on a decent sized home in a decent neighborhood, and also buy an investment property, or they can use that money to rent comfortably for many, many years and buy some nice toys. Point is, they have options. You can't get that with renting. If you're thinking about buying a home, make sure to click the link at the top of this video's description and schedule a 15-minute Ask Me Any Questions free consultation about the home buying process, what it takes to get started, how much you should save up, anything at all. You can book me for 15 minutes and I'd be happy to help. This is Charlie Racinos, your local realtor in Whittier, Pico Rivera, Downey, and LA County, at your service.